Hello guys, welcome to the video. In this one, I want to show you how to make fade in and fade out effect. I'm always getting confused which is fade in, which is fade out, but basically I'm talking about the effect when screen is dark, then it becomes transparent and you can see the game. It can be helpful when you just start the game, or it can be used when game is over. So first step would be to make UI image. Let's call it fade image UI. Let's stretch it on the entire screen like that. Let's make it black and make sure it is below all other UI elements. If you put it above, then you can see other elements here. So put it below. And now let's go to UI animator and let's make a new coroutine that we can use to change color of the image, for example. So I'm going to make private IEnumerator, change color coroutine. We need image, UI image, then we need target alpha, so we're gonna do float target alpha, and we're gonna need duration, float duration. Then inside, same as before, we're gonna do float time equals to 0. Then we need color, current color equals to image color. Then we need alpha, so we're gonna do float start alpha equals to current color alpha. Simple as that. Then we're gonna do while time is less than duration. We're gonna do float alpha equals to mathf.lerp from start alpha to target alpha time duration. And then we want to take image color and make it equals to new color. So this is sort of a blend of a last video and videos before. We taken a coroutine and we taken logic from text blink effect. Like similar logic is very similar here. So we take current color.r, current color.g, and current color.b, and then as an alpha, we're gonna use alpha we just calculated with the lerp. Then we're gonna do time plus equals time to delta time and yield return null. Simple as that. And then over here we can snap the color if we want to, and I'm gonna do that. Let's do image color equals to new color, current color. I'm gonna just maybe duplicate this line over here. And instead of alpha, I'm gonna use target alpha. Okay, this is the logic. I did not explain much because we did something like this lots of times, so it should be pretty easy to understand. We only need a public method that we can use to activate this coroutine. So I'm gonna do public void change color. Again, we need image, and float target alpha and float duration. And maybe I can make it equals to 1 by default. Actually, we don't need default value for this one because we definitely gonna choose what we're gonna set as a target alpha and duration, right? Then over here, we're gonna do start coroutine, change color coroutine, and we pass these variables. Simple as that. Now that we have this functionality, we can go to UI itself over here, and we can make a reference to fade image. Let's do serialize field, private image, fade image UI. And then we're gonna make a method. We could make method here, we could make method on UI animator. Well, let's do it here. Let's do public void activate fade effect. Now we're gonna do bool. I'm always getting confused which is fade in, which is fade out. So fade in effect begins with a solid color and then fades into your video. So it means that fade in is when fade image becomes transparent. This is super confusing. So I'm gonna do fade in, and this when image is supposed to be transparent. So it means if fade in, then we're gonna do UI. We don't have access to that. Okay, let me get access to that. I forgot. We're gonna do private UI animator, UI anim. UI anim equals to get component of UI animator. Simple as that. Then let's go down back to the method. And over here, if fade in, then UI anim change color of fade image UI to the 0, make it transparent during 2 seconds. Else UI anim, change color of a fade image, make it not transparent during 2 seconds. Simple as that. Now we can call this method whenever we need to fade in or fade out from the game. And let's say in the awake, we want to do fade in. So activate fade effect, true. Nice. Let's save this. Let's go back to Unity. We're gonna assign this image over here, and later on we're gonna have to ignore it because it will we'll have to wait a couple of seconds every time we want to test something. But as of now, let's just make sure it's working, then we can ignore it. Okay, everything is dark. And oh, sorry, let's do switch to main menu just to check it. Let's go. Let's go here, let's go to play mode. And yes, beautiful, love it. Okay, all right, very good. Now we know it's working, just not to put it in a way of other tests we're going to do. I'm gonna maybe disable this object. And inside of this script, I will just comment out this method. Okay, so we don't have to look at fade in effect every time we want to try something. Well, this is good. I'll see you in the next video.